Welcome to this week's live where we're going to talk about redacting PII in Google Analytics 4. Alrighty, let's dive in. Let me first tell you a little bit about who I am. I am Manisha Mistry. I'm an instructor at measurementmarketing.io. I have been helping clients turn their data into action since 2014. I have been a measurement marketer since 2022. I work with many of our dedicated measurement marketing clients, and what does that mean? It means I get to see lots of different setups and I get to solve lots of different puzzles with all our other instructors back there. I also love learning new technologies, so whenever there's new technology out there like BigQuery or AI, I'm always wanting to dive in and learn the next new thing. Now, mention instructors. So, like myself, there are many instructors. We are back there in the academy ready to help you. Our academy has win courses, it has get it done guides. We have all the tools you need to get your measurement strategy started. Another win is you have Ask Instructor. You can ask myself and many of the instructors questions live. Send us videos, we'll send you back videos. All right, let's talk about one thing. Now, I would say this is the biggest thing I learned as I started doing training. When any of us are watching training, we try to grab everything, right? We try to learn every single thing. Instead, focus on one thing. Learn one thing, ride the bike, master that skill, come back, learn another thing, and master that skill. You will take slow steps, and before you know it, you are sailing off to the ocean. Alrighty, let's get started now on redacting PII in Google Analytics 4. Let's start. Okay, so before we start, we really want to go back to our framework. And we want to remember our framework is where we need to go back to and make sure it's solid. Okay, so our framework helps us go from marketing in the blind to marketing where we can reliably grow revenue and profit. Okay, so it's 3 key phases: plan, build, and launch. Plan is made up of questions, informations, actions. Knowing what questions you're going to ask, understanding the information you need to answer those questions, and the actions you're going to take when you have those answers. That is so important. Then you got build. It's all about results, traffic, and story. Understanding your results and traffic, and then having it tell you a story. And then launch is about listening to that story, about forecasting what will happen in that story next week, the next day, sometimes the next month, even the next year, and then optimizing. Alrighty. Okay. So let's dive in. Okay, so before we dive into GA4 and do all the fun stuff and set up redacting our PII, I really want to talk about what is PII. Okay, so PII is personal identifiable information. It is any information included in the URL that can identify the user. Typical types of PII in GA4 are email, first name, last name, and address. I'm going to show you how you can check if your GA4 has PII in it, and then I'm going to show you how to set up the redact data function in GA4. Now, let's dive in and do that together. Alrighty, here we are in GA4. Now, I will include this link in the below this workshop on our academy, so definitely a link you want to review. This is Google support page all about the feature that we're going to go over today. Okay, so you're going to come in here to GA4. Let's first see if we have PII in our Google Analytics 4, okay? And you want to get this taken out because Google has a rule that you should not have personal identifiable information in your GA4. They can send you warnings, and they might close your account. We're not certain of that, but they might close your account down. So you want to make sure you deal with this. Okay, so you're going to create an exploration, okay? Give it a second to load, and we're going to click on a new blank exploration. Okay. So here's what you're going to do. Pick a date range. You may need to pick a wider date range depending on the traffic you have. So I'm gonna bump up my date range to a little over a month. Okay. You're gonna click on dimension. The dimension you're gonna add is page location. Okay. And the other dimension you can add, if you have your event set up, if you have your ACE event set up, definitely good to have that set up here. So I'm gonna import event name as well. Okay. Next, we're gonna pick metrics. Okay. And in metrics, we're gonna pick the metric sessions. And let's just find that right here. Here we go. Alrighty, so now what we're going to do is we're going to set our rows to page location, okay? And we set our our values to sessions. Okay, so what we're seeing here is we're seeing page locations and we're seeing sessions. Now, if you have your ACE goal set up, a great thing to do is filter this report down to the event of, say, generate lead or purchase, I'm going to filter it down to our Academy Complete. One second, there you go, Academy Complete. I'm going to filter it down to Academy Complete, but you're looking for any sort of event that distinguishes a conversion. A generate lead is a good one. If you have that set up, a purchase is a good one, and hit apply. Okay. Now, the reason you're doing this is most of the time, PII is going to be on pages such as a complete event, let it be a purchase or a generate lead. That's where you're going to see the PII. And if you look in these fields, you're going to see we have a little bit of PII. And this is, we kept the PII here so we could go through this, but I'm seeing a RECA test here, right? I'm seeing information on an address, right? I'm seeing, company, right? I'm seeing lots of information here. And this is exactly what Google wants you to remove. And this is why they have this feature. Alrighty. So what we're going to do now is we're going to head over into Min. I'm going to show you exactly how to remove this data. Okay. So coming in here, you're going to go to data stream. Now do note, if you have multiple data streams, you are going to need to repeat this for each stream you have in your GA4 property. The other thing to note is this feature is only for the web data streams and not for the app ones, okay? So you're going to click on your stream. We have one stream here, so we'll focus on that one. You're going to scroll down and you're going to look for this redact data. Now the nice thing is if you click on the learn more link here, I'll show you where it takes you. It takes you exactly to the same page I was just showing you, so you can get to it from there, or you can get to it from the link in underneath this workshop, okay? So now we're going to click on here. Now, one thing to note is there's, like I mentioned, there's two types of PII, right? There's first name, there's last name, but there's also email. Every new property created in GA4 from the time this feature was released onwards will always have email turned on. What does this mean? If your URLs contain email in any shape or form, they will be redacted. Let me show you what that looks like. So here I have a dummy URL I put together, okay? I have a URL, and then I have a question mark, and I have a query, oops, made a mistake there, a query parameter name equal to manisha@anything.com. If I was to preview the redacted data, here's what's going to happen. It's going to give me the exact same URL, right? That's all the same. It's also going to give me the exact same URL query name, right? See that? That's like literally the same. What it pulled out was my email. My actual email's gone. So that means the data that's coming in to GA4 will have my email removed, meaning that, when you look at the reports and you run that exploration I just showed you a few minutes ago, you won't know that Manisha submitted this or that, Mercer or Julie submitted it. Okay, now, here's another neat thing to know. Let's say your email, instead of the @ symbol, you had the %40, right? Which is sometimes happens when the email comes through the URL, right? Okay, it's encoded, right? So let's preview. It will still redact it. And you know what? Just to kind of show you, I'm going to actually clear this. I'm going to enter a test just to clear this. Clear that. Okay, there you go. I'm going to paste this again. And I'm going to show you what happens, just to kind of show you exactly what happens. So the %40, so it's encoded. And see, it still removes it. The other thing to note, and Google has developed this with a bit of, I'm going to say a brain in there, is if the query parameter didn't have a name, it didn't call it out as email, I called it out, say I called it as, I'm going to say this is ABC, okay? Watch this, preview. See, it's still redacted. Basically, it's going to look for any shape or form of an email, either encoded @ symbol or @ symbol, and it's going to remove it from the URL. It is a smart function, okay? Now, if you remember when I talked about what is PII earlier, and you noticed that we also had first name, last name, you need to remove those too. So how do you do that? This is where the URL query parameters come in. So I'm going to flip this on. Okay, so if you have other query parameters, let's just add some here. We're going to add first name. Just need to make sure I spell this properly. Manisha, that's my first name. And I'm going to say last name is equal to mystery. Okay, so here we have it. Now we have first name and last name. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's come in here and let's give this some parameters, query parameters. So basically saying, what are the query parameters you want me to look for? That's what Google Analytics 4 is asking you for. So I'm going to enter first name here and hit space. First name's in there. Okay, so if I was to say preview redacted data, as you can see, now it's going to look for the first name query parameter, and whatever comes after the equal sign is gone, okay? But see, if you notice, the last name is still there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the word last name and hit space. Okay, so now last name is there. Let's preview the redacted data together, okay? So as you can see, now the last name is out. So you can add any of your query parameters here. Now, one thing to note that I think is huge is when this redacts the first name, last name, or email, it's redacting it from many of the different event parameters, from page location, page refer, page path, link URL, video URL, and form destination. If you are, for any reason, sending your URL in a custom event parameter, it will not remove it from that URL. So just be careful of that. But it does do a great job of removing it from the default ones. Okay. Finally, once this is all set up, I'm just going to remove this, and you're going to hit save. So now I am redacting PII. Alrighty. And then in a few days, I recommend you come in, check the same exploration, and just TBV, trust but verify, that your PII redaction is happening and you're seeing those brackets. So if I was to come back into that exploration, and I would name it, I forgot to name mine, but I would actually call this PII redact test, or sorry, redact report. There you go. Okay. So I keep that handy and come in here and run it for the short time period. Let's say we turn this on like on the 21st. I would come in here and check, hey, is it redacting, and were there any completions, and am I not seeing the email on the first name? So there you have it. That's how we redact PII in GA4. Alrighty, so what was your one thing? I'm going to say my one thing when I went through this feature was how quick it was to set up. It was super fast to set up, and it makes it super simple to redact PII. Okay? Now, if you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, I recommend you subscribe. Julie, I, and many instructors have some great workshops coming your way, so highly, highly recommend you hit the subscribe button, right now, get subscribed, and stay tuned for our upcoming workshops. Finally, for any of you that want to hop on the Academy, learn more about the measurement marketing framework that will help you go from marketing in the blind to marketing where you can rely on revenue and profits. Well, guess what? So we have a free Toolbox membership that you can join. You get access to the framework course from there, and you also get Workshop Wednesday, you get Traffic Tech and Toolkits, and you get many other free goodies. When it comes to the Academy, I highly recommend it. I personally was an Academy member and love it and still am. Hop on to measure.sip/getacademy. Like I mentioned, on that page, you will have the option for the free membership for the Toolbox and the membership with Ask Instructor Support. And with Ask Instructor Support, guess what? You get to reach out to Julie, myself, and many of our instructors and get us sending you videos back, live help. There you have it. That's how you redact PII in Google Analytics 4.